Hello, right, it's the 28th of September 2025 and I've got a little bit of quite big news for you, and that is, as you can probably guess from the thumbnail there, or the picture or whatever you want to call it, that the rather excellent Black Rose have a new album coming out in a month's time. It's due for release on the 25th of September, so just 4 weeks from today, and it's called Killing Machine. Because the band have signed with Hellion Records, and so the release date is the 25th of September. And I have to thank Black Rose frontman Steve Bardsley, because he kindly sent me an advance promo copy of the album, and I am most pleased to report that Killing Machine is, well, it's all killer stuff. Of course, we all know, don't we, that Black Rose go all the way back, even before the original new wave of British heavy metal days. And oh, excuse me, tricky voice again. And even though they started over 40 odd years ago, they show here that they've not lost a step over the years. This is proper stuff. The NWOBHM roots are there, but it's all fresh and modern as well. They did split, didn't they? After those two albums in the mid-80s, they did disappear for a while. They reformed about 20 years ago, released two albums since. Most recently in 2022 was the excellent WTF. Well, guess what that stands for? Anyway, never mind that. Here we are now in approaching September 2025. As I've mentioned, Black Rose is signed to Hellion Records, and Killing Machine's due out 25th of September. We've got 10 songs, all fresh, strong and powerful, showing that the Black Rose might be at the veteran stage, but they're still on top form. Plenty going on throughout, variety of riffage, shortish yet tasty solos which are to the point, complement the song. We got big powerful vocals, booming bass, and a feature for me that stood out for me the more I've listened to it is that the drums are really nicely up there and really provide some driving momentum and a solid bass that really, I think, well, just enhances the listen. There's nothing fancy, but the drumming, it's, well, if you think of Andy Parker in UFO, it'd be something akin to that, a bit really punchy and powerful, straightforward, but adds a lot without seeming to. Bit of a contradiction, but listen to it and you'll see. Well, the title track starts it off. We got a shortish dramatic introduction, we got a rumbling bass, we got thumping drums, we got big riffs, ripping control solos, powerful vocal. But even though we've got all that going on, excuse me again, the voice, the song still finds time to build in a catchy hook, and the NWOBHM roots are still there, of course. If it's too loud, you're too old. Fun, irresistibly catchy chugfest. Proper foot tapper, doesn't take itself too seriously. Nice cool solo, like that one a lot. Blood Red Sky, hard and fast, more of that scorching lead work, another big chorus. And there's quite a jaunty one that follows that called Cross the Line. Flesh and Bone, another dose of that controlled power with big cutting riffs. And then we've got the chunky voices that follow that one. All good stuff still. Go Down Fighting. When I first listened to this one, it reminded me a bit of the old Nazareth song. Remember that one? Though Black Rose's Go Down Fighting is even heavier than Nazareth, and there's a lot going on in that song. Sound of Thunder is indeed thunderous. The lead work is great here over the huge chords going away in the background with the rhythm guitar. Too Loud for Radio, and another fun one. And then we've got the big closer of Under Fire, and there's some more of that monster drumming going on here. Really punchy stuff. So that's the music, tremendous. We've still got Steve Bardsley and Kenny Nicholson there from the old days, right from the start, and long-time drummer Paul Fowler still in the lineup as well. So there's a lot of consistency over the years. And to try and sum it up in a sentence or so, Killing Machine, Steve and the lads have got a very strong album here, and I'm grateful for having the opportunity to review it for you in advance, thanks to that promo copy by Steve. Big recommendation for this one. whether you go back to the old NWOBHM days as I do or not, there's plenty here enough for anyone to enjoy. And a little bonus, Steve tells me that in addition to the release date being the 25th of September, that there's a re-release due of the Black Roses classic Walk It How You Talk It album from the mid-80s, and that will be coupled with their 1985 Nightmare EP. Now I've got a previous reissue of that album, and that is fantastic stuff as well, so keep an eye out for both. I'll put links in the description below to various Hellion Records links and also Black Rose's Facebook page, so you can keep an eye out on both for pre-ordering information as soon as that's available. But don't miss it, it's very strong stuff, really is. So there we are. Thanks again to Steve for the promo copy. If you wouldn't mind doing so before you disappear, subscribing to the channel please, because that would be a big help. Don't know what that beat was. So there we are, Black Rose, Killing Machine, marvellous. And thanks again, Steve. Please do subscribe before you disappear. And as always, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and take care.